Welcome to the Red Booth. We have for you the band Culprit.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Well, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know, your name and what part of the band you play.
I'm Jason. I play drums in the band.
Cool.
I'm Travis. I play guitar and I'm the singer.
Cool.
I'm Zach and I play bass. And I'm Brian and I play guitar.
Awesome. So have you guys been, how long have you guys been together doing the band Culprit?
We've had this current lineup of Culprit together for about 2 years now.
Wow, that's great.
Actually, yeah, about just a little over 2 years. We've been really fortunate to, have Brian come out from Pennsylvania a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
Turned his life upside down, moved to California.
Do you like it out here?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. It's pretty rad out here. It's definitely a different change of pace, but it's great.
Which part of Pennsylvania did you live in?
About an hour north of Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's like small towns there and stuff.
Yep.
I've been out there actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's cool. So you called him to come out and then you guys already knew each other?
Yeah, I've been playing music with Zach for about 10 years now.
10 years.
Whoa, awesome. That's great.
We've been playing with Jason for about about 4 years now.
Uh-huh.
So we we already had like our style and everything, and we're comfortable playing together, and we kind of exhausted all the local options for another guitar player. So we took to the interwebs, and Brian was there. On the internet.
Where did you find him? Was it on, what was it?
AbsolutePunk.net.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
good
was
to
just
know.
a forum. He was, I think the header of it was college students or musicians stuck in college or something like that.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
Looking for touring bands. Yeah.
That's so cool.
But it was cool. I mean, he moved out within a couple of months. We did our first Southwest tour with
Whoa.
Happy Body Slow Brain. And
Wow.
yeah, it was great. And we've been going ever since. So.
That's so awesome. So you guys were doing the music together for 10 years. Did you guys have it called Culprit at that time too, or was it something else?
No. Culprit's been around for about
5 or 6.
about 6. Oh no, dude.
6.
8 years now. 2006 is when I started. I first started like the first inflection like of Culprit.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a band.
And he was working with you on that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a band called Mazen in 2003. It was like some screamo stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some period pieces.
Does that hurt your voice when you do that?
No. I kind of figured out a way to not like exert myself too much and have it be loud and sound good.
That's the trick,
So,
right?
Yeah. Because I was doing the both. I was doing singing and screaming, so I was able to find a pretty good balance. But I don't have to do that anymore. So
that's good.
So yeah.
Because the Culprit songs don't really have that in it.
No. I might yell
Yeah.
at you, but I mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm singing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you actually write the songs yourself, or do you guys all like participate in the writing process? Like
Everyone's involved. We kind of put together things differently each time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Brian will come with like just a guitar intro. Sometimes I'll have just a chorus written and we'll build the whole song around the chorus. Sometimes we're just jamming and there's something that's kind of linear and like jazzy that we like, and we'll just kind of throw it into a song.
I think that's how Knock came together. I think there was an idea that came together between yourself and then maybe you threw an old vocal part I remember we were working on before and kind of tied the two together, and it actually worked out.
Yeah, I have a database.
We found some cool ways to like recycle like some lyrics here and there too, which is, I think it's pretty cool.
Like you thought of some lyrics one day and then you're like, we don't have the music for this yet, but we'll figure out where do you kind of, is that like what you mean?
Or just for like old songs that Hannah and I wrote, or
for example,
That's
like
cool.
on our newest record, we just came out with a record called Totem in August.
Okay, yeah.
And there is a song on there in which the chorus was the first piece of music that we wrote for Culprit back in 2006.
Whoa.
So we just kind of were able to recycle it, and
That's
it
cool.
worked. And
Little nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly. Full circle.
That's great. That's so cool. And do you guys have like a place, like do you have like a recording studio, or like where do you guys do all of this?
We did our first EP with Eric Ron, who works in the Valley.
Cool.
And he's worked with a lot of other bands that we're friendly with. And for this last record, we went and recorded in Sacramento.
Oh, wow.
With this guy named Drew Owens.
Okay.
Who worked on a couple bands that we are, fans of.
It was a great experience. It was the first time we were able to like get out of town and not record a record around our daily lives.
Distraction free.
Work schedules.
Yeah.
It's the first time we were actually isolated for a period of time, which was 9 to 10 days, where it was just nothing but the record.
That's awesome.
Music.
I
Just be
unfortunately
creative.
wasn't there as long. I
Aw.
was only there for the beginning phase. I had to get back home, but I was able to. I think it was what 2 or 3 days.
Mhm.
We were there. We did some prep work. Very not much production. We had everything pretty much ready to go.
Did you just come out and like lay a bunch of drum tracks and then?
Basically.
Yeah.
Kind of did some sound work and setup on the first day, and then I pretty much just went in there and played all the songs out in about 6 or 7 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Weren't you like super sore afterwards?
I was a little sore by the end because Drew was he was really getting on me about the toms because we had an issue with the drum head, something like that, and so I had to like really hit him pretty hard. But by the end of the day, my arms were a little sore. But
yeah, were you drumming for 6 hours straight?
Yeah, well, we would go at it for a song and then take about a 5-10 minute break. He didn't really want me to break too much.
That's a
So
lot
you
of
wanna keep
exercise. I mean,
yeah.
I've attempted drumming before. Like, I've actually sat and done like a basic rock beat, and like
Yeah.
I had like blisters on my thumb and my fingers the next
Yep.
day, and
Yeah,
it was I think maybe for only half an hour. So I can't even imagine what you were doing for like 6 hours.
If
like
your hands aren't used to it, it's definitely gonna wear and tear on your hands.
The
But,
gardener's hands.
yeah, a lot of it's in technique too. You got to be really, hold the sticks a certain way. So.
Oh yeah, I probably didn't notice how to hold that way.
But it was a good day, and we got all the songs completed, and I had to take off the following day. I flew back to Los Angeles, but the guys did a good job, and I had a lot of trust in them to do a good job, and they came back with a good record.
Was it how much? I mean, for a lot of independent bands out there, like you got to struggle to try and get these albums done and stuff like that. And like, what do you think the average cost of going and doing something like that is?
Oh man.
It can really range.
Yeah.
We got lucky with Drew Owens when we went and recorded with him in April. He was, willing to work within our budget, which was smaller scale. But yeah, it can really range from anything to a lot.
10,000. Yeah, I mean it gets in the several $1,000s range.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Quintuple digits.
Yeah.
You figure everything, not including the music alone, and you have the packaging, you have
like the
you have
album art.
artwork, album art. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're lucky enough. Zach does some kind of in-house graphic design as
Oh,
well.
cool!
for
Did you
us,
do the
so.
new Culprit logo thing?
Me and this guy actually collaborated. He took the photograph for our cover, and I did
Awesome.
some design on it. And so yeah, it's cool that we get to.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like
Cut
extra.
that cost.
DIY.
It's also like more of your own expression because you guys made it yourself. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of cool.
It was
Wow,
cool to see the final outcome, the printed copy.
that's so cool. What's your label?
They're called Easy Killer Records and Apparel. We signed with them in like February. Or March
Yeah, they launched
year.
the label around, I want to say like April or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've put out a few records. It was a brand new record label, and
Put out
That's
a
so
lot of
cool.
records this year.
Wow, that's awesome. What do they do like for you guys, like to help promote your band and stuff?
well, they provided us with the funds to create the record.
Oh, that's
so-
awesome. That's
So,
really cool.
That was key it was very, very, very important, and
We wouldn't have
because
been able to do it without them. So
our record wouldn't be out right now. We would probably be maybe recording it right now, maybe.
saving
Maybe.
up money.
Trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. Yeah.
It would be delayed.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
how did you guys get the deal with them? Like, how did it come about?
Our management at the time was just in contact with our label owner, Mike Judy. Our management was Impulse Artists. And we had another offer on the table at that time, and basically Easy Killer just sweetened the pot a little bit, and so we went that way.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say I'm really glad that we decided to go with Easy Killer. Not only because they're a great label, but also because like the other choice that we were thinking about going with decided to stop being a label.
Yeah, went
Oh
under.
wow.
They went
Oh,
under,
no.
yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
you made the right choice.
Yeah.
About a month after we signed with Easy Killer, we found out that they were going under. So
Oh
it was
wow.
good,
Good choice there. That's so cool. A lot of bands can't say that. They always have to figure it out how they're gonna do it, and so.
yeah, we were fortunate enough to have that option.
Did they see you guys perform somewhere, or like? Oh no, the manager knew them. So.
Yeah, they're actually based out of St. Louis, so
Are you serious?
we've never met
Yeah.
Mike.
Wow. Oh my god.
So yeah, we it was blind faith kind of.
Yeah.
It was very cool to know that
Yeah.
someone believed enough in what we are doing without even knowing
being in
us.
LA and seeing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just heard the music. That's really great. I actually have a lot of family in St. Louis from my dad's side.
Oh, okay,
So,
very
yeah.
nice.
That's really cool. Well, so what sort of like venues do you guys play in?
Pretty much everywhere in LA. No place is safe from us.
We've played
We're-
we've played basements. We've played House of Blues. So
Yeah.
it's a wide range.
We
But-
play Amplify has been a kind of a smaller, a little more
Yeah.
underground one. We've played a few times recently. We have a House of Blues coming up here.
What's your favorite place to play in LA?
Roxy.
Yeah.
Roxy or well, we haven't played there in forever, but Troubadour, we played there
Oh,
once.
yeah.
and
Oh
that was
wow.
Troubadour's awesome.
Years ago, actually before Jason was in the band.
Yeah, I played there once, but not with you guys.
Which
It
wow.
was a fun venue to play. Yeah.
But I have a lot of just love for that venue.
Yeah.
I love watching bands play there.
Gonna
Just-
be there tonight.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
really?
Yeah.
Lucky.
I also like the whiskey too. The whiskey's a fun one.
Yeah.
I just kind of like the setup there. It's comfortable.
We did our first record release at the Whiskey.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, so these different places, like I know some of them have different deals. Do they make you pay to come and play there, like, or do they no?
Luckily, we've for the most part kind of made it past
Yeah.
like that threshold
Yeah.
of pay to play.
That's
it was,
great.
It was rough. It was rough. We had to break through it like
But-
the sound barrier.
yeah,
You know?
but-
We had to just kind of. But
tough
Most
road
guys
in the
have to
show.
do that though, right? Like
Yeah.
to get
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
had to do it.
It's a game that every band has to play.
Like sell a certain amount of tickets and we'll let
Exactly,
you
yeah.
in, sort of.
Exactly. But
Right.
throughout the years, we've kind of found a way to weave around that.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
even luckily, the last two shows that we've had at the House of Blues have been free shows, and so they just kind of give us a stack of tickets, and we'll just kind of be very, very generous and just
Give them
throw 'em
out.
Yeah, just even if you might come, here's 10 tickets.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The shows have done very well there, and a lot of the people that come are of drinking age, and so the bar does.
The
very
bar
well.
makes it, yeah.
So
That's so cool. Well, there was a lot of people that came out to see you guys, and I got to see you guys play.
Awesome.
So you guys were amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, really great live. Like really, and I actually hadn't heard your music before, but I was there to see a different band,
Mhm.
and so then I got to see you guys, and I was like, wow, you're really on top of it. Really great timing, and like really enthusiastic, and just really cool. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
I highly recommend you guys go see them live somewhere, and also buy their music online.
Or share it.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah, or share it. Yeah, so what do you think about that whole debate about like freeware, like free sharing of music or
Oh.
having to buy?
you know
like,
what?
Can't stop it.
Yeah,
Can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just saw a band the other night called Every Time I Die. And one of the things that the singer said was, you know, hey, if you have our new record, if you've heard it, awesome. If you don't, go download it off the internet, you know, and...
Yeah, because then you get people to hear your song, right?
Yeah, you gotta have the right attitude about it. I mean, of course, you know, we like selling
You
records.
want to be able to make some money,
Yeah.
but...
we much prefer the widespread, you know, of the music and just spreading the word.
Yeah.
You can't let it bother you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't let it bother you.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's almost impossible these days for an artist to make it only on selling records. Like if you have like all your music protected somehow from downloading,
Yeah.
and you're only selling records, like you're not going to go very far. Like the internet has to take a crucial role in spreading your music these days. That's just how it is, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
it's gotta, you know, it's like it's a double-edged sword.
Well, yeah, because then people get to hear your music, which maybe they wouldn't have in the first place.
Exactly.
But then it's almost like I would think it'd be good to have a thing where it just says, yeah, listen to our music, but let it, you know, if you like us, we could use the donation
Yeah.
or like something like that or whatever.
But you also kind of have to like roll with the times.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You know, because Spotify is so popular nowadays, and
Yeah.
to evolve with where music is going.
A good advantage also, if someone gets a chance to hear the music, even if they don't buy the record right away, they'll be more inclined to come out to one of our shows if we're in the town.
Yeah.
Or tell a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so they'll come out and maybe even buy a record there, you know, at the show.
Let
and
us
then
sleep
they'll
on their
just
couch.
to meet us. And,
Yeah, that's always
Yeah.
helpful too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are one of those bands that's like really good live, so I think that's obviously something that's helped you, you know, continue to be more and more successful as a band. So
Thank you.
yeah, definitely.
We work hard on it.
Yeah, that must take a lot of practice.
But yeah.
How
Yeah.
often?
Drilling, just drilling sets.
most of the energy comes out during our live shows. I mean, we don't rehearse moves or anything.
Oh yeah. No,
So
that
it's
seems
funny.
It seems very genuine.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
I mean, so when we play live, you know, we're even kind of in a new box for ourselves. You know, we don't really, you know, practice. You can't really practice for having that type of energy. That energy
Right.
comes from, you know, the crowd and people enjoying the music.
But you obviously rehearse the
Oh, yeah.
song,
Oh, yeah.
and so you have that down, so you don't have to worry about it. And
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
we can kind of, for lack of a better reference, so we can put that on autopilot and
Yeah.
and be entertaining.
yeah, totally. Yeah, so you
You
don't have
know.
to think about it.
Yeah.
Like how much time do you guys think you spend on rehearsing?
Not as much as we should, I feel like.
We might
Um,
get together a couple times a week.
That's a lot,
Um,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fair amount, but we could always be
Yeah.
doing more.
We're
Yeah.
always pretty busy guys in general, so it's hard to do like 3 or 4 times a week. But you
Yeah.
know, that's the goal. We'll get there.
We're pretty consistent about it though, and we're pretty on top of making sure we're there. You know,
Yeah.
if we can't make a day, we have set days. If we can't make the day for whatever reason, we'll reschedule. We try and stick away
Make it
from
up.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll reschedule it for
X
a
number of
weekend
hours
or
a week or
something.
what have you.
Cool. Well, do you guys have any sort of like overall like what this band means or what it's like kind of the message you're trying to communicate or anything like that?
There's so many messages all the time. Because I know that, especially lyrically, the songs, you know, there's songs about, you know, girls and relationships. There's also, you know, Travis wrote some lyrics about a video game for one of our songs.
Oh
So,
gosh.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
one is that?
Well, the song "Piece of Eden" on our new record is inspired by the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Oh my god. So I take it you
So-
like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I'm a video game nerd. So
Yeah, we'll be in the car and he's just playing Assassin's Creed on his phone.
Are you serious?
He's already beat the game.
I
on
didn't know you could
Xbox,
do
but
that
he's
on
playing
your
his
phone.
Yeah, it came out on Thursday.
So the focus of your band is on video games. Good.
No, it's just
just
that one song. The other
you're
ones
like,
are like
I'm in
super deep
heaven?
and stuff. No,
You're like, I'm in that. I love my video games. No.
Oh, that's the original question. That's right. Sorry, I got distracted. But our music, I think, and what we're trying to accomplish, I think, as a band, we just kind of throw everything, all of our influences into it. We like to just make sure we, you know, keep playing music. We enjoy doing that. We like to play, you know, and we like to stay consistent and play shows, and you know, so it's just something we all love doing, and we throw our internal lives and all of our personal lives kind of like swindle in between.
Totally, yeah.
And get caught up in it, and it's all one big package.
Yeah, I'm sure like you just probably take a lot from like whatever experiences you guys are going through
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
create
A lot
this
of the
art.
new record was inspired by true events.
Inspired by true story. That's awesome. Do you guys have any advice for other musicians who are thinking about coming out here, or people that are already here in LA that want to make it?
I would
Play.
say my advice to bands trying to play in LA is not to spread yourself too thin. There's a lot of opportunity to take in LA for live music. There's so many promoters and talent buyers and venues, but you have to be a little bit more strategic to try and keep people's attention. When you're playing every few days or every weekend, then
it's like it's not as big of a deal or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Interesting.
Got to hold the attention.
Yeah.
Keep them wanting something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good advice. That's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Also patience.
Yeah.
Patience and
Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have obviously been doing it for a while, and
Oh, yeah. Very long
being
time.
persistent and continuing and not giving
Yeah.
up. Like,
And definitely practice. I know it's always it's oversaid, but practice does if not perfect, it's pretty close. So
yeah,
we stay consistent and we play our parts and we try and make sure every little nook and cranny is sounds good, because to people listening, whether they play music or play an instrument or not,
yeah,
we play for both within our audience. And it's funny, we have musicians coming up to us saying, hey, I enjoyed what you did here or there, and it's very rewarding because we put a lot of work into it. So, and then on the other side, you have just a listener, someone who doesn't play an instrument. They just appreciate it for for how they feel at the moment or what it does for them. So it's all rewarding.
that's so cool. All right, so why don't you guys let everybody know where they can find out about you?
You can check out our website, whatisculprit.com. You can actually check out both of our records on there. We have a Tumblr as well, whatisculprit.tumblr, facebook.com/culprit, twitter.com/culprit, Instagram is whatisculprit.
Cool.
We're everywhere.
Awesome. Yeah, so check them out, guys.
I can't wait the rest of my life to see if you come around. It's just too much for me, and I don't know what to do. I know I don't wanna lose. I'm not taking this lightly. Now it's time to say our last goodbyes. It never had to be this way. The consistent inconsistency turns into insecurity under the shroud of self-doubt. I can't wait the rest of my life to see if you come around. It's just too much for me, and I don't know what to do. I know I don't wanna lose. It's just too much for me. I don't know what to do. I know I don't wanna lose, because that is what scares me. I can't wait the rest of my life to see if you'll come around. It's just too much for me, and I don't know what to do. I just know I don't want to lose.
Thank you for watching the band Culprit on
The Red Booth!
Okay.
I really wanted to put a deck on my house.
The floor was creaking and there were cracks in the wall.
I had them put in walls in my basement.
Well, the whole thing was done on time, on budget, and not a day of work was missed.
Alpha Structural is a top-rate company. I'd recommend them to anybody.
If you live in a hillside home and gravity is pulling you towards the edge of the cliff, I recommend you call Alpha.
It was a real pleasure to work with Alpha.